How's it? Welcome to my Minecraft Let's Play Survival series. A lot of stuff's been going on, so let's just go and have a look, shall we? Now, last episode we dealt a lot with poor old Timmy the Toolsmith, and I've got a little bit of sad news to tell you, but I will tell it to you in the form of a poem, okay? But I'll tell you when we get there. In the meantime, I built the little rock formation that I wanted to have over here. Very, very simple, you know, just of cobblestone blocks and stairs and a button or two. But, oh man, I really love it. Looks cool. Okay, so are you ready for a bit of poetry, guys? Okay. Here goes. The Tale of Timmy the Toolsmith. Timmy the Toolsmith took a tragic turn. He tumbled from the windowsill and fell among the ferns. So I dug a little hole, said farewell to his soul, and from Timmy's terrible tale, the villagers will learn. Now, what I mean by that is, rip Timmy. Oh, I forgot to, I brought you some flowers, Timmy. Now, I've had to, unfortunately, put a too high glass pane over here, because I tell you what, all the villagers that I got up here, while I was practicing and just testing all the mechanics of the villages, they all ended up on there, and Timmy literally just jumped off, and well, rip. So it doesn't look too bad. I would prefer it if it was one lower, but yeah, it's all good. So we've got a farmer working up here. Okay. I'd like to develop this area a little bit more. At the moment he's just got some potatoes. So again, this was some villager experiments that I was doing. And the farmer lives in here. Excuse me, this isn't your bedroom. Your bedroom's downstairs. Eesh. Well, yeah, I'm still been experimenting, and trying different things for the villagers. But unfortunately, wasn't able to get them to pathfind. This double helix staircase is confusing the heck out of them. So what I've decided to do is, when we get down there, is to build the bottom floor, because it's easy access for them to get to work over there. We'll get to that entrance in a second, but over here I've built them a bedroom. Okay, let me just show you around. Just put a bit of character in each. So we'll start with the one I did first. So just a few things. What kind of person would like this kind of bedroom? Well, somebody who liked reading, who was interested in exploring, like fancy LED lights or something, and doesn't really like clutter, but work is important to them. So they put all their stuff up here, and they've got all their clothes, a few extra building blocks and all that kind of thing. Just brings a little bit of life to this corner. So yeah, instead of using a bedroom each, I think I'm going to put 4 of them in this bedroom. And well, one of them I still haven't decided what to do with. Okay, but anyway, the next one will be somebody who likes maybe a Japanese kind of style of decoration, doesn't like clutter, has their storage underneath their bed. So that's that one. This one again, just using some bookshelves, just a few blocks. There's not a huge space to work with, so they've got a bed to sleep in and their own little chest. And well, this is where Kevin lives, and well, we don't like to talk about Kevin because nobody likes Kevin. Anyway, I think it looks really cool anyway. So they'd come over here and go to work. So I've had to secure, obviously I've explained why it's okay to leave those open. Quickly while we're here, this is the start of the display that's going to commemorate the dragonfly. That's starting to look cool. And this is the doorway that they're going to go to work in. So before, we had all sorts of mobs walking in and out, but I built up this entranceway. And very simply, just put quartz pillars here and carpets on top and stuff. And I thought, no, it's time to stop. It looks great. So all the masons that we want to work in the cave over there, it's time now to move them into their bedroom. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, using this netherrack, I'm going to build, I do want to control it just in the beginning, I'm going to take it all out, but I'm going to get them into the bedroom over there, make a little bridge over this gap here, And once they're all in their bedroom and have slept maybe for one night, jeez, dude, you look rough. Once they've slept for one night and they've chosen their rooms, then we'll open it up, and then hopefully they'll go to work there. Okay, so let me get cracking on that, and I'll bring you back in when that's all done. Oh, they sound very excited. Very, very excited. Okay, so let's just break the door. Here we go, guys. It's time. It's time for you to check out your new digs. So there's 5 of them and only 4 bedrooms, but yeah, first come, first serve. Well, one of them is really expensive. He needs to go back to school, actually, so let's take their workstations away. Okay, and this is the only way that they can go. So I've covered this gap over here on both sides, and hopefully they'll end up here in their bedroom. So let's just wait and see. Nope, still nothing. Maybe if I put their workstations here for now, let's see if that'll bring them in. Let's see if that did the trick. Oh, actually, maybe I should open the door as well. Oh, here he comes. Welcome, welcome. Wait, close the door behind you, no worries. You like this room? I think, oh, yeah, comes the next one. Hey! Easy as that. Alrighty. That's 3. You want 1 more. What are you guys discussing? Hey, there's only 1 more spot left, eh? Go on. Let's try this. Those iron golems are making so much noise. Really got to sort them out. Oh, there you go. We have a winner. Okay, and this guy, whoever it is, you're gonna have to stay there for a little while, okay? We've got another plan for you. Come on then. There he comes. We have a full house. Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to let them get settled in and just let them, you know, lock them in for the night just so that they can all choose beds. And in the morning, I'm making waffles. If you ever wondered why Mojang made wandering traders drop leads, I think now you know. Now, I'm all about peace and love and everything, but there's also a dark side to creativity. And that brings me to a lovely point. Now, you can see there's a little bit going on behind me besides those iron golems perishing, is the nothing. Now, we've spoken about this before, and I need to talk about it a little bit more. So for those of you boys and girls who've been good and have done your homework, you would have seen the never-ending story, and you'll know what I'm talking about. But this, for those of you who haven't, I will explain a little further. What happened? Did my elytra just break? It just broke. Oh dear, my elytra just broke. You see what happens with the nothing? I swear that wasn't planned. And the sun is going down. It's getting a little scary. So I'm going to run home quickly, where it's safe, get my elytra repaired, and I'll tell you a little bit more about what's been going on. What is not to love about villagers? Watch how quickly we're going to get this elytra repaired. Dink, dink, dink. I've got a box of stone here. Dink, dink. Andesite, diorite. All the good stuff. Who wants some? You? Yeah. Andesite for you. See? Almost done already. Just a few more trades. There we go. One there. One here. Or 2 here. It's already done. Thanks, dudes. Really appreciate it. What you doing up there, mate? Oh dear. Looks like we're going to have to do some idiot proofing around here. Right, so as I was saying earlier about the nothing, I hope you guys got a chance to watch the Never-Ending Story. But for those of you who didn't, let me explain it a little bit. So, the nothing is real, and the nothing is spreading. Okay, I know we're just playing a game, and it's just Minecraft, but this is the whole reason why I play it in the first place, and the whole reason I'm making these videos, and the whole reason I'm engaging with you, is because of this nothing. Okay? And if you don't take care of it, it can eat your world away. So let me explain. When you have an idea, you've got two choices, okay? You can sit in it and do nothing, or you can create something. If you create something, you have a beautiful world to live in, with lots of things to do. But if you think you're not good enough, and you don't do it, and you don't give it a try, you get nothing. And the same can be said for love. If you love somebody, and you share it with them, that's love is something that you can both experience. But if you're too scared, and if you think you're not good enough, you get nothing. And if you feel bad and you find yourself in the bottom of a deep dark hole all on your own, there's two things that you can do. You can stay on your own and suffer in silence and get nothing, or you can ask somebody for help. And the magic thing about asking somebody for help is you give them an opportunity to feel good too. So don't suffer in silence. Speak out. And let's fight this nothing. And for me to be most effective in that fight, I found that the key for me is to set my creativity free and to create something that I can be proud of and then share it with as many people as I can. And that's where you come in. So thank you for sharing, thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting the series. But we're not done yet. Speaking of creativity and sharing, my sons and I, as I said last episode, are doing a little bit of work on Twitch. We are, like, I created that whole nothing thing on Twitch, like an 8-hour stream one of them was. It was ridiculous. And on Twitch there's this guy called Xeno. I'll put a link to his Twitch channel over there, and he's been very helpful. He's not only followed my channel and supported me and encouraged me and chatted to me while I was building, all the lonely hours I spent placing all those concrete blocks. He also followed and supported and engaged with my sons on their journey in their Twitch channels. Links will also be in the description for that. So a little bit more creativity to set free here, and I promised you an extra, well, I did say 2, but I only made 1. Another hut, and this one I've decided is the communications hub. Okay, so I made 2 nice towers and then did a little bit of destruction on them. I think it looks really, really cool. And let's have a look inside. Now there's only one person here, the other guy, let me just show you quickly. The other guy is over there, and this is not safe, not at all. So I've got to work on the perimeter here a little bit, because before, you see all this white glass that's here, I think it looks really rad as well. They were falling into the water all the time. They're a bit silly, these villagers. But I believe they're getting a bit of a brain buff in the 1.16 update, which, by the way, is due on the 23rd of June. So as of the date of this video going out, only 5 days to wait. And I can't wait. So in the meantime, I'm still going to work on these village huts, trying to make them a bit more secure. But I think I'll wait and see how their AI behaves first before I make any structural changes. Stay out of the water, bro. It's freezing. And also want to work on some pathways over here, you see, because if you put the glass here instead of the ice, mobs still can't spawn on it, but it's a lot less slippy and slidey to walk around on. So let's have a quick look inside. A few knobs and levers and buttons and things for them to press and interact with. Boink. None of them do anything, of course, but it's a little bit of fun. And each one has his own bedroom, well, section of the room anyway. Okay, so that's that one. I think I'm going to do, I love having the beacon up there, it's pretty cool. So I think I'm going to do at least another 2 more, and more experimentation is needed on getting iron golems to spawn here, because nothing's happened just yet. But I'm sure, I'm sure we'll get to it. soon. Oh, I'm hungry. Let me just have a quick snack. Now, the other thing with the 1.16 update is also the bees are going to get a bit of a brain buff as well. So let's go over there quickly, because I really wanted to release them. I haven't been very comfortable, and man, have they been making honey. Yo, this double chest that I've got over there, that's already full, and I'm already using some of the other storage over there now. Let's have a quick look and see how much they've got now since the last time I emptied it. Oh my goodness, it's full. And this was only yesterday that I emptied this. That one's also already starting to fill up. So we need to set them free, but again, I need to wait for that update, because I'm not too sure where the AI is going to take them. Okay, and so the last bit of creativity I have for you today to share with you to fight the nothing is a little idea I've had that I've been sitting on. I tried to do something about it over here and it didn't really work. But I'm going to do it again anyway, because like I said, I want to build something that I can feel proud of. So right over here, I'm going to clear some land and just sommer plonk it there. And if you're South African, you'll be familiar with that phrase. Okay, so I'm going to get a few more blocks, play around a little bit, and I've got one last thing to show you for this episode. Okay, see you in a bit. Alright guys, here's the thing to show you. Here we go. Can't even see it yet, can you? There we go. It's just the hexagon shape and, you know, the honey and the glowstone and everything. And I don't need a reason for it, and neither do you. Just felt like being a little bit creative, chucking a few blocks around, and I think it looks amazing. I haven't had a look yet what it looks like from a distance. Well, you can't really see it from a distance, I suppose. But just tucked away in a corner, just put too much grass, I reckon. I think I'm going to wait for night time to fall and then see how it looks. And then slowly but surely I'll make a few more developments here and there, and just little spots. I mean, you know, I might even build a swimming pool over here for the hell of it, I don't know. But it's fun. So if you're one of those people like me that like playing Minecraft, like building cool things, stick around, because we can do it together. Here's one last thing actually to show you. Something I want to start working on, because of all that, you know, I switched the creeper farm back on again, and we may as well have a concrete duplicating machine, because you know, with the amount of you know, I'm not going to make one, of course, but I'm saying we may as well have one because of all the you know, creeper poop we have. So I might build something like that over here. Sorry, I just want to jump back here quickly because night time's falling, so I just want to see what it's going to look like. Just a faint glow coming through from the back, that's amazing. Put the trees on top and everything. Yeah man, that looks really cool. Very, very cool. Bit of dimension, a bit of, because otherwise there'd be nothing there, you know what I mean? Cool. Just quickly, back to this concrete making machine idea. Let me just first have a nap and then I'll tell you what I mean. So with this machine, you know, note blocks look for what blocks underneath them. So it's got some programming in it that's it's looking to see what's underneath. So if you get a note block, right, and put it on top of wood, you know, it makes a sound, right? But then if you get that same note block and put it on top of sand, you get the snare drum. And sand is just almost the same as concrete powder, right? So let's put that on there. Cool. So using that mechanic, right, so when this any block gets placed here, the note block checks to see if it's going to change its sound. So only the blocks that work with note blocks will do this. So if you put a honey block there, nothing's going to happen, right? But if you put sand or wood or anything like that on there, it pushes it off. All because of that observer over there and one dot of redstone. That's all it takes. So if we put a water source, say, in this block there, where this red concrete powder is, right there. If we put a water source there, we've got ourselves a little machine that's going to go like this. See? And make a long strip of concrete for us. Then we've got to push it out of the way because we're going to be using some redstone and some TNT and some droppers and hoppers and all sorts of things. And we don't want the TNT to blow any of that up, so we've got to use that mechanic or maybe other different kinds of ones. I could go you know, online and look for a tutorial on how to build a concrete machine. But that's not the point. The point is I need to defeat the nothing, right? So that's a perfect opportunity. So I can figure it out and sit and play with it. And then when I do crack it, when I do get something that's awesome, I'll go and watch a video about it, and then about someone else doing the same thing, and see if I can learn anything new. And if you've learned anything new today, I'm really pleased. That means I've done my job. So have a wonderful day, have a wonderful weekend. Thanks again very much for joining me for this episode. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for supporting the videos. And together, the nothing ain't got nothing on us. Take care. Bye.